All right. Do we need to reread these things? I think we might need to. There's this. Anything else around here? It's been a week, so I've already again forgotten all of the buttons. It's not actually letting me do any buttons, but that's fine. I might have to read the. I'm not gonna read through it again. Listen.
Once we grab her?
I've already read it once. I'm gonna grab it for completion's sake.
Okay, we can make that work.
But I'm not gonna read through the entire thing again. Well, you got it. I already read it. I read the whole thing. I read it last week. If you would like to see or hear me reading through that entire part 2 of that script, just look at last week's video. Just look at the last one. Where do we did these artworks? Heine? Legit thought that was someone knocking on my door. It wasn't. It wasn't, as far as I know. $1985. Is this gonna be something? Is this? Should I be paying attention to this? This Heine? It's certainly a name. Heine Turunen? Certainly is a name. Lighthouse. Can opener. I love me some modern art. I love it. I love it.
Oh, shit.
Wait, did they all say Untitled 0 2011? Alright, hold on.
In the wrong place at the wrong time. Literally.
I'm sure that there's something interesting there. I'm just... Okay, so...
Jack, Dr. Amaril's in there. Need to get her out before time kicks
These are all made in, like, 2011. Again, I don't know if this is, like, something I need to pay attention to or what. Right. The drone that was going to, fly into her. See, I tried to take it out before.
Let's go get Dr. Amaral.
I tried to take it out before, but... You know... Nice. Probably missed one, but you know what? That's fine. Alright, come on, let's go.
Jack, you're moving before time kicks back in and that drone turns us into paste.
Let's get to it, Doctor.
What? Oh no. That's
Hi.
not good. It's really happening. You're Jack Joyce. You're here to kill me?
No, but you're coming with us. We need your expertise.
No.
I'm not asking.
It's collapsing.
Come on, move!
Well...
Oh, where's the damn boat?
It's right there.
Oh, okay.
Get her on the boat. I'll keep you busy.
Come on, Doctor.
Go, hurry up.
You'll never get away with this.
Shit.
Slippery!
It's Joyce. Somehow he got right past us.
I don't think that I have a anti-sniper weapon, do I? They're probably going to give me one, though. Look at this.
Jack, you're closing the gate. We'll be sitting ducks here unless you get it open for us.
I'll take care of it. You get going the second you can, okay?
Isn't there a Hold on a minute. What's my Oh yeah, it's I hold again the problem with
There's still way too much firepower around. These assholes are gonna sink us if you don't take care of them first.
I got him. I got him.
Leave it to me. No way!
Didn't get him. Didn't get him. Can I
How the hell?
There we go. Ow. It's the rock.
I got a visual.
It's the rock.
Start searching. Holy shit!
Got him. You just go up here. Also, is there a No, I'm not really seeing one. I don't know what those. Oh, hello. You know, go over here. I'll go over here. Come on, up you go. Up ya go. Up ya go. Okay. I don't want the shotgun. Don't stand there, Jack.
Stay clear! Stay back from that!
Got him. Oh god. There's a thing here. Let's do this. Oh god, that's not a good. No, this isn't a good place to be.
Move it!
Cannot believe I'm not dead yet, by the way. Got a new machine gun for more ammos. Is that it? Anybody else? See this? Get out of my way.
All right.
Do they want me to, they probably want me to do this, don't they? Alright, I'll do it. Maybe not. Well, I'd rather have the big machine gun. Ah. This guy. This poor guy.
Need to open that gate.
Advanced SMG, which I don't need. Anything to read around here? No. Not really, so I guess we're just gonna do this.
What about you?
You're clear. Go.
I can swing by
Go.
and...
No. Just go. We went to all this trouble to grab her.
Hello?
Beth, I'm counting on you to keep her
Oh my
alive.
gosh.
Lighting sniper coming.
Oh, okay, hold on. Ooh.
My plan was simple. There's a bridge to the mainland. I'd fight my way through anything Monarch would throw at me and then steal a car, drive it back to the swimming pool.
Just remember, we need your ass alive for the next part.
We'll see how it shakes out.
It actually, like, puts me on them when I, There we go. That's what I wanted. Got him. Do I want to go down there? I guess I want to go down there. Ooh, once again, I almost died. But I didn't, though. I didn't die. Oh my god. I didn't die. Not yet. Not yet. Slow this guy down for a second. Can you not shoot through this? Got him. No, I got him.
With Beth and Dr. Amor all clear, it was time for me to get gone. For that, I needed wheels.
I need wheels. I need wheels of steel. Just like my balls.
Okay, time to get a ride out of here.
So I'll just go back down. It's fine. Can I? There we are. Let's go over here. I thought this would be locked, but apparently, no. It's not.
Valet parking. Beloved by car thieves everywhere.
Oh, we've completed the next act. Are we going to get a new live action show soon? Don't shoot Mr. Serene's car. He's not going to be happy about that. All right. Can't listen to them. We can't listen to the music. We're not allowed. We're not allowed. YouTube says no.
This thing growing inside me. I've been fighting it for 6 hard years. Dr. Amaral was developing a cure for the Cronon syndrome. She was the only one who could administer the treatments that kept my sickness at bay.
Paul?
And Jack had taken her away from me.
I mean, just saying, Martin here was going to take her away from you too.
How the fuck did this happen, Martin? How is it possible they managed to take her?
Paul, this is your illness talking. I'm on your side. Easy, you're...
They took her. Without Sophia, there's no chance of a cure.
We did all we could. But there are forces within Monarch working against you, and I believe Burke was just the tip of the iceberg. It wasn't just Joyce that did this.
Sir? We've recovered Dr.
Yes.
Amaral's laptop. We have it set up over there if you want to take a look.
I'll be right there.
Okay.
I want to go over Sophia's figures. If she's right, the fracture is escalating a lot faster than we anticipated.
You know the future. Dr. Amaral doesn't. Is the lifeboat even in a viable state for activation? She's trying to convince you the schedule's wrong. Why? To get you to rush this? To make a mistake?
Apparently I need to get some wine.
The people opposing you.
Champagne.
She could be one of them.
She isn't.
Are you willing to bet the entire plan on that? I implore you, hold off on activation, Paul. Let me clean house before this gets completely out of hand.
No.
I should have been here. Somebody made a false report. Sent me to the tunnels to divert my attention.
Like I said, people working against you.
I wonder who it
Who
is
was that
around
on the
here
radio?
that's working
We're
against me.
still working on that.
Martin. Is there a reason this is glowing? Is this just a glowy cube? Is it literally just a glowy cube?
Do you want to see this laptop or not?
Where can I get glowy cubes? For my parties. All the parties that I have, you know, all the big
How do you want
The
to
big parties I
proceed?
have at my mansion.
Somebody was working against me. Somebody close.
Mothman up there.
Martin Hatch. Sophia Amaral. I could only trust one of them.
All right. Let's show one choice and the other.
Immediately. So I have some information about Martin Hatch. Martin had been my closest advisor for years. I began to wonder if that had been a mistake.
Sophia's loyal. She's always been loyal.
I don't think we can trust her. The way she looked at the countermeasure like she's seen it before. She knows what it does.
Sophia's research had saved my life. Loyalty doesn't run any deeper.
It does feel like Sophia probably might actually be into Paul. The way their exchanges are, it seems like they're like into each other. Or
All right, Emerald. Let's go fix the time machine.
I said I'll try.
Evidence was mounting against Sophia. I couldn't simply ignore it, despite everything we had been through.
And she knew you'd never make it without those treatments. And then she took them away.
If she turned against me with what she knew, the damage could be immeasurable.
well, I mean, the thing is, we already know, right? Like, we already know, via looking at all of the lore, that Hatch is absolutely a traitor, right? So, I mean, there's no other choice. The only reason that we would consider going the other way is just to see what would happen, but we know for a fact that Hatch is a bad guy, so.
Sophia's date has always been good. I'll trust her judgment. We need to analyze these figures and make final preparations to activate the lifeboat protocol at once.
Fine. I'll take the laptop to the science department.
No, I think I'll do that myself.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
Sir?
Put people on Mr. Hatch. I want constant eyes on him.
Yes, sir. You got it. We pulled some
Yes,
images
sir.
from the security cameras. We've identified Joyce's accomplice. She's Beth Wilder, one of our mid-level operatives.
Her. My God, she's been with us all along. She's working with Jack. Where is she now?
Unknown. But we've got a kill team tracking her.
No.
We
can't
think
be
she might be
killed.
in New York,
Not
approaching
yet.
the
Find her.
oldest
And
house,
whatever
sir.
Mr. Hatch does, I want to know about it. Don't screw this up. Beth Wilder. It was the first time I'd heard her name, but she had been there in the past. When it all started. She'd been here the whole time, working against me from the inside. And she wasn't the only one.
But the Beth that we know now isn't that Beth, right? That Beth is future Beth, who has gone to the past. 68% read the the big villain monologue in The Office.
The treatments, they're losing their effectiveness.
There's no changing the inevitable. Time is just one closed loop, and no matter what I do, time ends.
Hold on, let me turn this up. Let me turn the volume up a little bit. For people on stream, I turn the volume up more in YouTube, so it's easier to hear on YouTube. But I can't really do that much about it in on Twitch. I'm sorry, I just kind of can't.
I need to get in that lab. There's something in there that I need.
The lifeboat protocol.
is it that you're so threatened by, Martin?
Do I look threatened to you?
This is Dr. Amaril's report. The stutters, they're
Toys
increasing in
are
frequency.
me.
What is that?
A chronon disrupted life form. Extremely hostile. It's Dr. Kim.
Let's go! Let's go! Don't. Put one of those on!
Then this asshole runs off.
Let's go! Let's go!
So this is 3 of 4, I believe. I believe there's 4 live-action episodes. And again, I assume they change at least a little bit, depending on the... Why is... I messed up a little bit. Again, I think these might be streamed from somewhere. I think I'm actually actively streaming these from somewhere, but I, you know... Not sure. I'm unsure. Is this Terry Silver's house from Cobra Kai? It's kind of what it looks like. I don't know if it is. Kind of looks like it though. I bet this is like a house that they use in various, you know, productions. There are parts of it that look familiar to me.
I don't even know what the lifeboat protocol is.
It's a sanctuary. Designed to shelter a list of Monarch's essential personnel to weather the storm until they can develop a solution.
Essential personnel. So that means that I'd be on that list, right?
Not under Paul Serene's lead, you wouldn't.
Paul Serene knows you're an
He's failed
asshole.
to see value in his own people. Too consumed with grand ideals and delusions. You know what I find to be the most terrifying notion on this planet? The idea of God. Simply the idea. A being with that much power. The ability to take and give so freely. That kind of control. It should be feared, not worshipped. Yet people believe in it. Just as people believe in Paul Serene. See, what's so scary about God isn't his control, but rather, if he ever lost it. Paul Serene's become unhinged, Charlie. He's triggered a catastrophe. He has the chance to fix it, but he's choosing not to. He's choosing to let things end.
The end of time.
And this is where we come in. We risk too much leaving the keys to the kingdom in one man's hands. We need insurance. There's something called the CFR. It's a crucial key to our survival and must remain safe. But as long as Paul is the only one with access to it,
Polaris.
it isn't.
I believe.
With access to the CFR,
I don't think it's actually Polaris, but it, you know,
take over.
shape-wise, it's
Back on
very
track.
similar.
Once I do, restructuring would be in order, Charlie. Restructuring that would see you as my right hand.
I'd be on the list.
Absolutely.
Then I need to go back to Monarch. And that sort of privilege escalation, it can only be done from the inside.
Not a big drinker.
That's good.
I put the island on lockdown, but the pump house on the west side has an old supply tunnel that runs beneath the bay. No one knows about it. You'll go unseen. Time is of the essence, Charlie. Better get to it. Commander Davis.
Yes, sir.
Head to the perimeter lab. We're moving forward.
In this weird-looking building,
Frequency
we've seen from a distance a
still
bunch.
Unpredictable, but they're persistent. Erratic, but persistent.
I need certainty. If I initiate the protocol, there's no going back.
Mr. Serene, something like this. There is no certainty. We've never dealt with it before.
How long?
We've been running Dr. Amaril's simulations. It's hard to say without her to confirm, but...
Just give me a time.
The Joyce field could collapse within 8 hours. Mr. Serene, if you're going to proceed, now would be the time to decide.
Someone better catch that. It's gonna fall on the floor or break. Screen's gonna crack. We're not gonna pay to replace that.
Charlie.
Fiona.
Hey, bud. Where you going?
You're right. Time's ending, just like you said. And the lifeboat protocol? It's a place. They built it to protect people from the fracture. And the only problem is there's a list, and anyone who's not on it is pretty much fucked. But if we make it back to the mainland, I can get us on the list. All of us.
This entire island is on lockdown. How are we gonna do that, Charlie?
There's a tunnel.
Hey, all right, if you are lying to me this time, I swear to God.
Get off! Tired of this shit. I don't know why you're doing this, but I don't have to put your name on shit, motherfucker.
What'd you do to him?
He's fine.
The Vulcan neck pinched him. He just like hit him in the chest.
I'm gonna tell you why you're gonna put me on that list. I got a pregnant wife at home, and she's the only thing that I am thinking about right now. So if you get in the way of me protecting her, I swear to fucking God, next time, you will not catch your breath. Lead the way.
Are they really gonna walk all the way from that mansion to the main building? Because, I mean, it's gotta be at least like a mile or two away, right? It's gonna take them a while. I mean, he didn't look that far, you know, but like it's still not that close either.
Dr. Amaral.
Squirmed in my restraints. So, he said, here we are.
5 minutes out.
Still playing.
What is that?
Not sure. It was playing when we came in.
Into the darkest dungeon.
Did they really film an entire extra scene just because I turned on that radio in the parking lot? crazy.
I've come to free you, my friend. This imprisonment, it's unsettling. It's time for you to rejoin the others, to return to the infinite.
So this is the part of the game where I'm gonna have to start fighting. Do you think it's just gonna be Dr. Lee, or do you think it's gonna be like multiples? Like, are they gonna be a new enemy type, or do you think it's just gonna be like a single boss?
How far along is your wife?
3 months.
Congratulations.
Well, convenient for him, I suppose he's still wearing one of those things.
The fuck is that?
We're under the bay.
Liam?
Well, that's not good.
Stand back! Stand back!
Let's go.
Close the gate behind you. Maybe it'll help with the water.
You two okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm good. We need to
Get on the fucking ground!
Hey, no, we're with Monarch!
What don't you understand?
No,
Get on the ground!
Hey, no. Hey, I'm the one that called it in. I'm Hatch's guy.
Wincott.
Yeah.
Where's she?
She's a chronon scientist. She's important. We have to get her back to Monarch right away. Please.
get the fuck out of here.
Now!
Yeah.
Well, I didn't expect Burke to die.
Fiona.
Maybe he's not dead.
Fiona!
He might just be hurt.
Fiona, you gotta listen. Hey!
Shit, you killed him!
Fuck! Hey! I didn't know that they were gonna kill him. What was I supposed to do? Huh? You led me on and then you kidnapped me.
It's about you, Charlie!
Are you stealing this car?
Just get the fuck out of here.
No, you're gonna need me.
I got what I needed out of you.
Yeah, I'm getting used to it.
Why don't you open your eyes? The world is about to end. I'm trying to do something.
Yeah, you're a real hero.
Fuck you.
Well, that could have gone a lot better. This is what that guy's thinking to himself.
A nurse, huh? I'll see you there.
Burke. You fuck.
I'm really gonna enjoy killing your wife.
Although I kind of wonder, like, why they would have had to kill his wife in the first place. Considering the world is going to be ending, essentially, in, you know, around 8 hours, why bother? Probably for the best. You never know. You never know. You could have come back.
Commander Davis?
Davis and his team. They're all good men. Monarch's finest.
Paul, what about my treatments?
I'm afraid so.
You know what this means?
You don't know for sure.
I'm a dead man! You let this happen! Jack. He wants me to become me. He wants me to suffer.
Wasn't the most impressive chair throw that I've ever seen, just saying.
Joyce and Wilder. But what was troubling me is who got them into Kim's lab. She paid a visit while she was thought to be missing, minutes before the explosion. Paul, will you listen to me? Look, it's time you see her for who she really is. This was her parting gift.
They forced her.
She's trying to destroy you.
She's trying to help me.
Oh, Jesus, but... Look at you. The smartest man I know. Blinded by a fool's love. Paul, what are you planning on?
I'm curious if he's 100%. Seems like he is.
She's always been loyal.
100% on
you need to think about
if the fracture's happening now,
the Morrow's side.
I owe this to her.
Because then the more that Hatch tries to implicate her, the more he's gonna look suspicious. I was almost going to say that, like if I had picked the other side, where he trusts Hatch, would it have then been that something happens where he realizes that Hatch is actually bad, instead of this? You know what I mean? But no, I think that he's on our side. They haven't like pulled a gotcha and invalidated my choice.
What the hell is it?
The protocol's been initiated.
I need to wake my family.
I'm afraid we have no time.
Okay, well, bye family.
Monarch's curtain and bring it to you now.
Good evening. You weren't expecting somebody this handsome, unfortunately.
This is the pre-recorded shot that we saw earlier in the control room.
Liam?
Hey, pal. I'm glad you could make it. I was just telling your girl here how concerned about you we've been.
Emily, we need to go.
Go? What's the rush?
Emily, let's go.
They're not a security team in this hospital? Especially in the emergency room area? What is that guy doing? He's literally the security guard. Why is he not intervening? There's like 2 security guards there, and neither of them even attempted to intervene in their fight.
This is not. I'm telling you, I never felt good doing this. I never felt good doing this. But it's the only thing I knew how to do. And when I got back, I couldn't find anything. I couldn't find anything to do. And Monarch, they found that useful, and they put me to work. And I swear to God, I couldn't stand being alone. So every Tuesdays and Wednesdays, I would walk down the street because it was the only 2 nights at the bartender. She wasn't at school. And I told myself every night to ask you out. It took me a fucking year. But Emily, if Monarch, if they gave me structure, you gave me purpose. I did this to protect you. I did this to protect us, our family. I did this to protect our family. And Emily, you have to listen to me. Something terrible is coming, and I will explain to you on the way, but we have to move. We have to move right now. If you will just let me protect you one last time. Please. Please. This is me. It's me. It is me. Okay. We have to go. We have to go right now. Okay.
I can't remember what she thought he was. He was like a, did she actually think he was a security guard at Monarch or something like that? Or was it like something more mundane? It was in the first episode, but I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, it's Pierce. I'm at the perimeter lab. So I have some information about Martin Hatch.
I want him apprehended.
immediately.
All right. It's fine. We're good.
You took the
I'm
one
gonna
thing
assume.
Mr. Serene needed to survive. Dr. Amaral. That made you priority one.
Yeah, they made that clear. Monarch lined every escape route with barricades, roadblocks. I had to get to the mainland, but I couldn't do it by car. Needed a new plan.
All right, let's go.
I'm gonna assume that there are actually 5 parts, 5 game parts, right?
The streets are too hot.
Turn the volume back down a little bit. Doesn't need to be down that much. And that because I know that there are 4 episodes. Is it gonna end though? So are there 4 game parts and then the game like ends on an episode? Or what I think is probably more likely to happen is that obviously there will be a 4th episode and then there will be like the game will end on a part 5 of the game, right?
All right, where do you want me?
I'll let you know as soon as I find some higher ground and get a good look at the situation on the bridge. I think it might be a no-go.
Nice, 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 nice. I have a few points I could spend.
All right, that's it. Gotta get to higher ground.
Not there. All right. Yeah, that cat. Cat does not like me being here.
It's a lot of Monarch. I don't know, maybe you could sneak across?
Well, maybe.
Or I could pick you up. Let me know. I'm pretty exposed out here, so try to make it fast.
I'll be a lot better when you get me on that boat. Monarch's right on my ass. I'm not exactly making friends out here. How's Dr. Amaral?
Must be on top of that building.
Kicking and screaming. How long do you need to get here?
That depends. Let me check. Paul. What the actual fuck?
Is this signed? I don't see a signature.
Better get
it's like almost like this could be a signature, but it's hard to tell. It's like right up there. It's right there. Why didn't that show up before? Why didn't that show up before?
Yeah, just looking for a viewpoint.
All right. The cat again. That damn cat. For a second, God, for a second I was having Fallout flashbacks. I was like, "Ooh, a crafting table. Ooh, what can I make?" Nothing. Not that kind of game. Ooh, we got a threshold, kids. Oh, is it an episode of Night Springs?
So, we don't know where he is. We can't find him. So we need to look into a replacement.
Okay.
All ponies are made of butter in Night Springs.
Perfect. You're hired.
All of ours. Lots of the Kratzu things happening in Gitu of Nigat Springs.
Thank you.
All ponies are made of butter in Night Springs.
We know the old dance, the fortunate and the destitute. The haves and the have-nots. Those who dine at the table and those who starve in the street. But the tables can be but the tables can be turned. The gluttonous consumer may find himself the consumable resource. Do that again.
Hi.
And yet, that is the fate that awaits you in Night Fringe.
It's Night Springs.
Fringe is a different show. Yes, that actually sounds accurate right now.
Bright Blings.
Night Springs.
Fright. Whinge.
Jesus.
We know the old dance. The fortunate and the destitute. The haves and the have-nots. Those who dine at the table and those who starve in the street, but the tables can be turned. The gluttonous consumer may find himself the consumable resource in Night Springs.
At least he read the words correctly. Wow. Give me a script, I'll do it. I can do a quarter decent Rod Serling impression. It's not half decent, it's only quarter decent. There's definitely a lot of people who would do it better than I can.
We still have no visual on Joyce or Wilder. Doing another sweep.
I can't stay here long, Jack.
It's a big helicopter to just, you know, look for people to be surveillance.
I'm
It's like a
looking at the
passenger
bridge right
chopper.
now. If I go anywhere near that thing, there's going to be innocent people caught in the crossfire.
All right. Any bright
Thanks for your
ideas?
patience, folks. We'll have you on your way again soon.
Let me see. There's a pier under the bridge. You should be able to meet me there with the boat. Giant gas sign out front. Can't miss it.
It's nice and bright for Monarch to see.
There's not a lot of options. Switching to Monarch frequencies. Be in touch soon.
And I'll be there in a few minutes. Don't stand me up.
I'd never.
Okay, how are we getting down
All right.
there? Where's the fire pole?
For those of you just tuning in, the manhunt continues as authorities search for Jack Joyce, the suspect in last night's university terror attack. Joyce may also have been involved in a firefight at the Monarch Mansion on Gull Island approximately 30 minutes ago. On the line, we have Ken Bukowski, a bridge operator for the Port Donnelly Bridge. Ken, what can you tell us about the situation out there?
Hey, I just want to give a shout out to my little guy. Hey, Ben, hope you're listening.
Isn't it past his bedtime?
He'll be up reading those Hunger Games books if I know him. But, yeah.
Okay, nice chat out.
Just out here in the control booth overlooking the bridge. Monarch's got a roadblock set up, checking all the cars as they go through. It's all very well organized. I got a nice young fellow from Monarch up here, Darren, doing some kind of lookout from above. He's not a coffee drinker, so there must be something wrong with him. But we're in good hands. Even though it's not cops at the roadblock?
Yes, Ken, Monarch is working to assist the police in the hunt for Jack Joyce. I know some people have asked, does Monarch have the authority to do this? Well, my question is, if not Monarch, then who? I think we need to recognize that we are currently in a state of crisis.
You literally have police and FBI and military that could be doing it instead. The actual authority.
Monarch is the only thing keeping this city safe. Am I right, Ken?
I guess that makes sense.
You bet it does. I suggest we stop asking why they're helping us and start helping them. But that's just me. We're opening the lines for your thoughts, Riverport, right after this.
All right. They clearly had that guy, like, at the end of a gun or something.
Excuse me, sir.
helping the police looking for a terrorist. Have you seen anything out of the ordinary? Is that the guy who blew up the library? James Joyce? Jack Joyce, yeah. You see anything out of the ordinary?
Well, I mean, there's a sports car parked on the streets back there. It's kind of wrecked. It's a little unusual.
Please, show me where. Right now.
Damn it. Better hurry.
All units, be advised that Martin Hatch has been compromised. Martin Hatch no longer has any authority, and all orders from him, past or present, are now rendered invalid. Please contact your supervisor for further instructions.
I don't know if you guys picked up on that. That was a message that says it says Martin Hatch is no longer has authority. It's good. Good thing. He is a bad guy. Oh. Well, honestly, probably helpful. Wouldn't mind. Wouldn't mind if it's, you know, maybe stops a little bit more. Oh yeah. I have 11 points. Okay. Let's reduce cooldown on Time Blast, because that's amazing. Time stop, increase size, extra activation. No, I don't like that. I mean, any of these would be useful, but yeah, I mean that's not the best. Increased size of time stop is not terrible. Slowing time while using the time shield. If I can actually remember to freaking use the time shield, would be pretty nice. So you know what? We'll do that.
Terrorist known as Jack Joyce. Thanks for your continued patience. Please talk to one of our security personnel if you have anything to report.
All right. I'm going this way. Hopefully there's nothing else up there, because I'm here now.
Hey! I think that's Jack Joyce!
Hey! Hey! Oh. I do like that effect. That's a good effect. Whoa, 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 whoa.
My plan to meet Beth went out the window as soon as the stutter hit.
Her boat couldn't get to you.
No, but it gave me an opportunity
These
to
guys
climb
not
up
drop
on
their
the bridge
guns?
and cross it, slip right past Monarch,
tactical
or less undetected.
Friggin' tactical SMG. I might have to take one though. I don't like it. Oh, sure. I don't like it. That's where I'm going over there.
Make my way across it before this stutter ends.
But what's over here? And is it loot or lore? Now time to play the game show. Loot or lore? I'm not seeing anything. It would you know, pop up the little radar if there was a thing around here. So see there, like that. It's like right there. Okay. That's so weird. It's a weird animation. I don't know. Something about that animation. It was kind of funny. Anti-monarch. No monarchs, please. Thought that was a thing. It's not though. I'm not gonna be able to go that way. It's fine. Let's go up here, I suppose. Didn't realize we had to go all the way up here. I thought we could just, you know, go down. Down and around.
The scene on the bridge was unreal. They weren't cops. They had no authority to do this. But the Monarch PR machine had done its job. Here they were, the heroes protecting everybody.
And you were the terrorist.
Yeah.
Have you seen these two? Charlie Wincott, Fiona Miller, sought in connection with recent terror events. Do not approach. Please contact Monarch Solutions with any information as to their whereabouts. More stuffs. I want that. Right now. No sign of them, sir. Monarch Field orders update Martin Hatch. All field operatives be advised that Martin Hatch is now considered a compromised asset. All orders and instructions from him, new or existing, have been rendered invalid and have been countermanded. Please contact your supervisor for further information as required. Hatch is responsible for the destruction of vital medical supplies involved in the deaths of numerous Monarch personnel and may be collaborating with Jack Joyce. The investigation is ongoing, but Martin Hatch is to be detained with maximum force if encountered. If he cannot be captured, he should be considered a priority target who should under no circumstances be allowed to escape. Take no chances. He's considered to be extremely dangerous. What's up with Martin Hatch? What's with the, Mickey Mouse detail. Can I have some coffee? Milk. Milk. I don't know what this says. Alright, let's go. There's a gun there. I might need it because I'm running out of, oh my god. Okay, well. Well, hopefully no one was in that one. You know what? Sure. What if I do one of these? Ow. Alright. It's fine. Now.
That's my...
Whoa, okay. Let's go over here because we're having issues. Oh, that didn't happen. Whoa! Maybe time to run away.
Can't focus.
No, I want the shotgun. Give me the shotgun. There we go.
Time to move.
Oh. Excuse me.
Okay, good. That's cool. Just gotta make it across this damn bridge and I'll be straight.
That was kind of cool. I'll take that. That was kind of cool. It like reversed. Can I like take out this helicopter? Refill ammo. Alright. Going that way. Anything over here before I, Nope. Alright. It's me. It's me huffing and puffing as I'm climbing up this big ladder. How do I get that? Oh, I just stand right here and get it. Alright. Got him. I got them all. I got them all. There's gonna be something happening here. Ooh, well. That's fine. That's less fine. What is going on with this? Someone forgot to put the bridge up, I guess? Oops.
Oh no. This is so bad.
Well,
I knew I'd be dead if the stutter collapsed while I was in the frozen crash. I had to reach solid ground, and the deck of the cargo ship was my best bet. Just had to find a way down.
It's fine. Ooh. Oh, that's not good. Well.
Now what?
Luckily, it does not actually seem like there's anyone in these cars.
Frozen crash was a mess. Somehow, I had to find my way across. Hope for the best.
God. Okay. Good. Good, good. Where am I going? Oh. I know, I need to use the thing. I need to use the thing. Alright, hold on. Let's try this again. There we are. We're good.
I kept heading
We're
downwards,
good.
towards the cargo ship.
I mean, backwards is good. Backwards is fine. It's forwards that's not. Ooh.
The route down wasn't exactly user-friendly. The fracture was getting much worse. Timelines getting scrambled. Caught in violent loops, off sync.
No, that's not good. Hold on.
Crashing into each other. This was what the end of time would look like. Everything was broken. In chaos. Frozen. And no one would know.
Okay.
I mean, some people would know.
Come on, hold still.
The people who are in here would know.
Come on, come on, come on.
Whee! he's on the ship right now. If he like
Fracture was
stops time,
escalating. Objects were moving out of time, out of order.
Could he walk on
entire
water?
timelines overlapping, and it was gonna get worse, unless we could stop it.
Meanwhile, at the swimming pool,
Power you're wielding. You need to hand this technology over to Monarch. I've prepared for what happens next.
You say you're prepared, but no part of this plan of yours involves stopping it from happening.
Even if I fix William's machine, what could you possibly hope to achieve? The end of time is coming. There's no way to—
Hey! This isn't a debate. I just watched a ship fast forward through a fucking bridge. Time is running out, and the fracture's getting worse by the minute.
And it cannot be stopped. Paul has been to the end of time. He's witnessed it firsthand. Can't you see? We prepared for what's next out of necessity.
Your research is based on work by William Joyce. You respected him. He knew that the fracture would occur, but he also knew that it could be fixed. Will built a way to stop the fracture. This. The countermeasure.
is it just like
We're traveling to the past to retrieve it. You can help us get there faster.
is it just a case of getting the countermeasure and then
Or
activating it at the, you know,
You
core
can
of the
agree to
fracture,
disagree.
so it doesn't affect anything else?
I'll have to run diagnostics on the machine. I can't promise anything before that.
Amy, take Amaral to the machine. Keep an eye on her.
Sure thing. Okay, Doctor, let's go. And I can see right through you. Don't try anything stupid. You will regret it.
Well, it's fine. We're all fine
Jack?
here now.
Before we head
How are you?
downstairs, we have to talk about something.
Okay. What if I look around first for some, for some lore? I've already read all of these things, though, so there's nothing over here, but there could be something over here. Let me go look at these. I'm afraid if I talk to her, it'll, you know, it'll move on to the next thing.
This was the guy delivering the speech at the gala.
Name's Martin Hatch. According to Monarch Radio,
I'll actually
he's
read
been
him on
named a
here.
traitor. Sabotaged a Monarch lab.
Potential ally?
Not even close.
Definitely not. Joined Monarch 2001. Became Serene's chief advisor 2007. No records before 2001. Who was he? Where did he come from? Facts gathered by Fiona Miller so far. Martin Hatch, photo origins unknown. Sabotaging Monarch's survival plan from within. Works for Monarch, therefore believes the end of time is inevitable. Doesn't believe countermeasure could stop the fracture. Not a potential ally. Sabotaging Serene. Why attempt to sabotage lifeboat protocol? Security assuring Serene's downfall. What's his motive? Why? Possible links to the following: death of Dr. Kim, along with Kim, or alone with Kim at the time of death. That occurred just as Kim was on a verge of a solution to Serene's time sickness. Unconfirmed. University time machine sabotage, miscalculations on purpose. Hatch seen in the lab. Assistance in Sophia's kidnapping. Distracted Monarch while kidnapping occurred. Knew we were coming. Did not alert Serene. Working against Monarch. Unconfirmed. Destruction of Serene's remaining sickness treatment was present outside Dr. Kim's lab when this occurred. Accused Sophia of this. How do we know that? Helped Charlie Wincott escape. Currently helping Charlie reach Monarch HQ undetected. Disobeyed direct orders from Paul Serene. Wants to access the CFR. Potentially wants to sabotage lifeboat protocol. But why? But why? But why? Anything else going on? I mean, yes, actually there are other things going on. Can't get in there though, can I? Does it go around? Nah. Alright. Let's look at this thing in front of her and then we'll talk to her. Hold on. Back up, back up, back up. Look at this. Go. Beth's 2010 plan. Beth's charts and plans for the plan. Plans for the plan. Travel to 2010 and steal the countermeasure. Can I actually look at it? I kind of want to look at it. Original arrival point, February 28th, 1999. Countermeasure completed, stolen in July 4th, 2010. Dr. Joyce's workshop at Dry Docks. No Monarch presence yet. How long until time ends? November 8th, 2016. Steps. Step 1, fix time machine. Step 2, travel to 2010. Step 3, retrieve countermeasure. Step 4, return to 2016 post-university incident. Step 5, question mark, question mark, question mark. Step 6, profit.
Okay, what's up?
It's about the plan. If Amaral gets the machine working...
We go back to yesterday and undo all of this.
Listen. In the video Will left for me, he said the countermeasure was stolen from his workshop on July 4th, 2010. He also said I took it. Maybe I did, Jack.
Yeah, obviously.
I have a time machine.
I still think, I don't know.
You're saying we go to 2010.
Why go to 2010 when you could just go to 1999?
We take the countermeasure,
and fight levels
bring it
directly.
to the present, fix the fracture, save the world.
Okay. Explain to me why that's a better plan than just going back to yesterday and preventing all this from happening in the first place.
Because I'm afraid that based on what I know about time travel, we can't change anything. The past has already happened. We can't change it. But my way, we don't have to.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, my plan still feels simpler. Let's just get the machine working. Dr. Amaral seems convinced that Paul's been to the end of time. Do you think that's true?
Can't be. Otherwise, trying to prevent it would be pointless.
Why?
Because it's already happened.
Yeah, I wonder about that. Hey, look. I can go in here and listen to this.
Hello, Riverport. Well, it's been a rough
This
night
propaganda.
for us. The collision at the Port Donnelly Bridge that has claimed multiple lives is still being investigated. At least a dozen people are confirmed dead, and investigators say they expect to find more bodies, some of which are predicted to be found in the cars at the bottom of the river. The cause of the accident remains unclear. Adding to the confusion are conflicting reports from shipboard personnel and those on dry land. The captain of the cargo ship insists that the bridge was up and the route was clear. However, some people shoreside claim the cargo ship was approaching the bridge at high speed, despite the bridge having not yet been raised. Others express surprise at the ship's presence, claiming that they do not see its approach at all. The investigation is still ongoing. We'll keep you posted. Now, obviously, this disaster will affect us in more ways than one. With the Port Donnelly Bridge out of commission, heavy congestion is expected on the other routes across the river, and we now have reports coming in of multiple car crashes all over Riverport. So you will want to reserve enough time for your trip today if you're traveling by car. Stay safe out there. Hopefully we can all get back to normal soon.
Hopefully. Hopefully.
Let's see how Dr. Amaral's doing with the time machine.
Yeah.
Anything else going on? No.
I don't think we can trust her. The way she looked at the countermeasure like she's seen it before, she knows what it does.
You think Will told her about it?
No. Will was never the kind to open up.
I can
Why
relate.
not there? You hear that? I like a party over there. So I know I'm like doing this a lot. I'm just checking to make sure I'm not missing anything. The little icon lights up if there's something like around though. I think it like lights up yellow. I don't think there's gonna be another set over here.
I'm not sure. I'll go check.
Let's go look at this stuff over here. This looks like it's new.
You've got to see this.
Okay. What's up?
Hey, shouldn't you be keeping an eye on Amaral?
Okay, but first, you need to check out the intel I uncovered.
Okay. Sure.
All right. What is all this?
What's all this then?
I uploaded all the files I stole on that USB stick from the Monarch security station.
Sure.
I
Probably see
also
how Dr.
found
Amaral
video
was doing.
of your brother. It's on that TV. You're gonna want to see it. Everything else I printed out and
That
put
one.
on tables over there.
Alright. Got it. Can I...
What's on the computer?
Monarch files I uploaded, and I kept the juiciest stuff on screen for you.
Alright, so let's start at the bottom as usual. To Sophia from Paul. Dream Journal 5, my 5th entry. I recall moving through a wheat field that once belonged to my grandparents. I pressed the wheat stalks to the side with my hands, softly sifting through them at first, but as I pressed forward, the stalks began to warp and curl around my arms, providing resistance to my every move. The entire field began to solidify into an unbreakable material, with my body entangled in the mess. I desperately tried to pull myself free, but every moment led to a burning sensation. The world desaturated. Time stopped. I heard the unmistakable sound of my greatest fear approaching, shifters. They emerged from all sides, surrounding me. I looked into the distance and saw a blurry figure approaching. He tried to yell, but the words wouldn't escape his throat, instead transforming into an endless shriek pulsing through my ears. His every movement and sound transformed into an agonizing discomfort all throughout my body until it became completely unbearable. The pain trumped logic. I needed to make it stop. I needed to make it all stop. I grew violent, blindly lashing out at the figure, tearing him apart. I needed to destroy the source of motion and sound that caused me such discomfort. The pain stopped as I took the figure's life, and as he died, his identity became clear. It was me. Dun dun dun! I had become the very threat that I once feared. But I did not fear anymore. I felt something very clear, very pure. I turned around to discover Jack behind me. He didn't move, but I could somehow understand his intent. He welcomed me. Every misunderstanding, all the pain we had caused one another was forgotten. We were part of a higher consciousness. I heard a voice behind me. Dr. Kim. He joined us. He told me that time was once the fire in which we burned. He told me we would burn no more. And then she sends this to Dr. Peretta. I'm attaching Paul Serene's most recent entry in his dream journal. I am growing increasingly concerned with the meaning behind these dreams, but I need a second opinion. I can treat Paul's sickness, really, as far as I can determine the Chronon syndrome is more a metaphysical condition than an actual medical issue. But I'm a physicist. I'm very much out of my depth with all this. This exercise was meant to help alleviate stress, to ease Paul's symptoms, but so far it has resulted in the opposite. Time is of the essence. The condition is getting worse by the day. Love and kisses. Dr. Sophia.
Is the city still hunting for me?
In full force. There's an entire webpage dedicated to potential Jack Joyce sightings. So I've been
Cool.
filling it in with false leads for fun. Do you want to pitch in?
Post that I was spotted in the back of a catering van somewhere.
You can do better than that. But okay, I'll let them know.
Cool. Cool. Let's look at all of these. Oh my god. There's a lot. Woo! And there's something back there too. I don't know what it is. Let's look at the stuff first, and then I'll look at the video.
This is Serene's original manifesto for Monarch.
They had us practically memorize this.
Phase 1, building an
He
empire.
actually believes he's doing the right thing.
February 28th,
because he doesn't
1999,
think the
July
fracture can be
4th,
stopped.
2010.
And he's wrong.
Formation of Monarch Solutions, lucrative investments, global expansion, employer recruitment, Phase 2, preparing for the future, 2010 to 2016, Ground Zero buyout, CFR preparation, Chronon tech development, militarization, and then the life ball proto boat. That's what I said. Time machine core heist, Chronon tech rollout, remove threat to lifeboat protocol, initiate lifeboat protocol. Love and kisses. Also, should I be reading it this way or should I be reading it the other way? Does it matter?
Hey, Amy.
What am I looking at here?
I've been recording Monarch communications with the radio that Beth left me. I made a compilation of anything that seemed like it might be useful.
Alright, so... Com 1032, unknown Monarch personnel. HQ, come in, this is First Aid 1. We got a situation here at the hospital, over. Go ahead, First Aid 1, over. It's a fucking mess down here, HQ. Burke showed up for his wife like we thought. Gibson intercepted him. Burke wouldn't come quietly, so Gibson drew on him, and, well, Gibson's dead. Burke strangled him with a power cord in full sight of half the hospital, so... that kind of shit show, over. Do you have the situation contained? Where's Burke now? Over. We're working on the scene and wiped the footage, but Gibson didn't have a backup, so who knows how many people saw the fight or where they are now. Same goes for Burke, he's in the wind. So's his wife, over. Copy that, First Aid 1. We'll run on with that on our end. Just tidy things up over there, over and out. Reading everything. Memo. Memo. Controlling the Riverport situation. I feel like maybe if they spent less time writing up memos about an ongoing kind of emergency situation, they could maybe do better at containing it. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It's from Clarice Ogawa to field team leads. I know the situation is fluid and things are progressing fast, but I want to reiterate our strategy for maintaining control over the city of Riverport. As you all know, we can't actually directly control the city. We don't have the manpower, and we don't actually have the actual authority. It's therefore vital that we maintain a good relationship with the media and the local authorities, and have them do much of the heavy lifting for us. Ideally, everything we do should be either undertaken by the authorities under our discreet direction, or in cases where we take action ourselves, backed by the powers that be, creating the illusion that Monarch Solutions is working in cooperation with legal authorities. Make no mistake, although we've been successful thus far, the situation is not stable, and it can change quickly. If key parties in the city lose confidence in us and our ability to handle the crisis, our control will erode very quickly. Therefore, we must nurture this relationship even as we conduct our own operations, some of which involve considerable troop mobilization and combat action. This is a constant balancing act, and while I'm confident we can pull it off, there's no room for error. We can't afford to grow complacent and sloppy. Fortunately, we are well prepared for this contingency. Long before we reached this point, we established a good rapport with the mayor, Riverport PD, and other major authorities within Riverport, as well as most of the important media outlets. Our strategy is twofold. 1. Maintain control. It's imperative that we ensure that the city's various power structures remain under our control. This means maintaining a close relationship with numerous individuals and organizations, as well as manipulating the information at their disposal. While Charlie Wincott is unfortunately no longer working on this project due to unforeseen complications, he has set up powerful tools and procedures for scrubbing the internet and identifying and locating problematic situations and individuals. We're stationing people in key locations and maintaining control, often under the guise of advisors and consultants to people in power. They are ready to step in as required. Anybody working in these roles need to be proactive and project a constant aura of helpful authority and dependability. Diplomacy is the order of the day, people. It's vital for maintaining certain fictions, such as Jack Joyce's culpability in the events at the university, etc., etc., etc. 2. Minimize conflict. That is to say, make sure that individuals, whether they're politicians, city officials, police officers, reporters, ordinary citizens, etc., suffer a minimal impact from our activities. If we have to use force, the situation needs to take a place out of sight and remain entirely contained. Whether containment means misdirection, coercion, intimidation, bribery, or some other means depends on the circumstances, but it's vital that nobody is left in a position to complain. To be explicitly clear, this doesn't mean we can eliminate witnesses and cover it up. When people don't come home, others start to ask questions, so that has to be last resort. I expect all supervisors to monitor their teams closely to ensure things stay on an even keel. I know most of our operatives haven't been trained in the soft touch, and I'll be blunt, the last thing we need is somebody thinking this is Afghanistan and smacking a civilian around. We're one YouTube video away from this whole thing blowing up in our faces, so we have to maintain our operational profile throughout. For all of these activities, we have a considerable budget. Monarch Solutions is very well off. We've been building resources for a long time, and this is considered a priority. So we can buy a lot of silence and cooperation from authorities and citizens alike, but that only works as long as those things are for sale. And the moment we're seen as a threat, that opportunity will disappear. If you see a problem, be proactive and call it in. Don't let anything run out of control or think it'll work itself out. We have to be sure. The situation can unravel faster than we think, and we have to coordinate our activities properly. Any questions or concerns, please contact me sooner rather than later.
Anybody here we can trust?
Fiona. She's my only remaining contact on the inside.
Liam, to an extent.
What about this Burke guy? He was under arrest in the same transport as me.
Jury's still out on Burke.
Kind of true. Kind of true. Paul Serene, creator, believes end time is inevitable, is building a survival program for a select few. Division leads Martin Hatch, Monarch spokesperson, head of security and PR. Serene's key advisor working against Serene. This is like a like we're kind of going over the facts we know. What do we know about all of this? Dr. Sophia Amaral, head of research, specialist in chronotechnology, only doctor trained to administer Serene's treatment. Intimate relations with Serene? Dr. Henry Kim, previous head of research, deceased. Kinda, sorta, maybe, not really. Key enforcers, Clarice Ogawa, Monarch dispatcher, allegiance to Martin Hatch, working against Serene. Gibson, head of security, Monarch enforcer, deceased, question mark. Carlos, leader of Reaper Squad, loyal Martin Hatch, deceased, definitely deceased. Gibson and Carlos, I'm pretty sure, are definitely dead. Potential allies, Fiona Miller, Chronon researcher, confirmed ally, working with Beth from the inside. Liam Burke, Monarch fixer, has questioned Monarch agenda extensively. Deemed Monarch traitor for assisting in Jack's escape. And finally, Charlie Wincott, Monarch hacker. History of allegiance to Martin Hatch, current loyalty unknown. And he is, in fact, a dick. That is true. That is true facts.
The lifeboat.
Oh my god, there's so much.
Yeah.
Oh my god, there's so much here.
Well, according to Monarch Communications, Paul Serene just activated that thing.
Okay.
Far sooner than they were supposed to.
Here we go.
What does that mean?
Means we have less time than I hoped.
On the Unique Nature of the Lifeboat by Dr. Sophia Amaral, August 18th. While the lifeboat protocol is fairly straightforward on the surface, it's important that the people involved with the project understand how it radically differs from the other survival scenarios against so-called apocalyptic threats. Starterproofing. A traditional bunker built to protect the occupants from an environmental hazard, e.g. a chemical attack or nuclear fallout, is typically sealed airtight, and the occupants have their own electricity, air supply provisions, etc. The bunker's interior is isolated from the outside environment, but the lifeboat's design is different. It's not actually sealed, because it doesn't have to be. It does have strong walls and protected access points, but the outside environment is not the problem. It's the lack of the Meyer-Joyce field that enables time to exist that makes the outside hazardous. From a technological standpoint, these differences make the lifeboat's operating principles quite different, particularly with regards to maintenance. Compared to, say, the... Okay, my mouse out of the way. You guys can't see my mouse, but I can see my mouse. Compared to, say, the failure of the life support system in a hermetically sealed survival space, such as a bunker, the failure of the lifeboat's stutterproofing system has far more immediate and grave effects. A traditional life support system can be repaired. For instance, a failure in the CO2 scrubbers would pose a significant threat, but with replacement parts and tools, properly trained occupants could easily repair the system before they would feel any ill effects. In fact, almost any mechanical failure, short of a full-scale environmental breach, can be fixed as long as suitable repair materials and trained personnel are at hand. But by its very nature, the stutterproofing is different. If it fails, everybody within its area of effect is immediately affected by the zero state and becomes frozen. In a permanent zero state scenario, that means they would have no opportunity to ever effect repairs. There's literally no time to react. The only exception would be personnel wearing an activated chrono harness, such as the striker suit, but given that repairing the stutterproofing system is a highly technical, complicated process requiring exceptional proficiency in the operation and engineering of chronotechnology, this would be a scenario with a low probability of success. It is therefore of vital importance, utmost importance, that the lifeboat's stutterproofing operates reliably and without faults with multiple fail-safe systems, because if it ever fails, it's unlikely that it can be repaired or restarted. Accordingly, once the lifeboat protocol has been activated, there's no real way to deactivate it other than removing the chronon field regulator. This would be highly inadvisable, as doing so could not only disrupt the stutterproofing, but more importantly, without the CFR, the lifeboat's rate of chronon particle consumption is increased by a vast margin, effectively reducing its potential operating time to a fraction of what is intended. You know what I'm also thinking? So if time outside the field, whatever, the building, the lifeboat, if time outside is stopped, don't they still need their own like air supply system and other supplies? Like with their harnesses, they could go out and get stuff and bring it back, and that's fine. So actual like food supplies and such probably isn't like super, precious. But things like air and water, the majority of which you would get from outside, they don't run. They're stuck forever. They're completely timeless, time stopped. And you can't breathe that. Don't breathe this. Where was that one? But they're not mentioning that at all. I don't know. We've only read like not even half of this paper. Maybe they'll mention it. Unique advantages and risks. However, it's worth pointing out that even though the lifeboat operation has unique hazards, there are also unique advantages. One such advantage is provisions. A traditional survival scenario in a bunker typically involves a poor quality of meals due to obvious resourcing problems. Anything that spoils easily is out of the question. In a zero-state scenario, though, spoilage becomes a non-issue. Anything stored outside the starter-proof area remains in perfect condition. This advantage doesn't only apply to comestibles, but also makes the storage of medicine, volatile chemicals, and other similar articles far less of a problem than it otherwise would be. In fact, given the fact that the city of Riverport is vast compared to the relatively small number of people residing in the lifeboat, in theory, Monarch operatives could venture outside the lifeboat in chronon harnesses and actually enjoy freshly cooked meals simply by entering a restaurant and finding the ready-made dishes that have been prepared. Remove them from the zero state to a starter-proof area, and enjoy them as hot and delicious as if they had been just prepared, which in fact they of course would be. Exactly what I said. It's exactly what I said. It's exactly what I said, word for word almost. Not word for word. You know what I mean. To be clear, this is not a recommended activity, as it would be a foolish waste of resources to go after individual meals like that. The above scenario is mentioned here merely to illustrate the point. Even though the lifeboat has been designed to operate for decades of subjective time, doesn't actually need provisions for that long. If the lifeboat's own reserves start to run low, a well-planned supply run into the city could easily result in a great deal of perfectly preserved supplies. Another advantage is that while the situation outside the lifeboat would be dire, people frozen in the zero state would not actually be dead. If a solution is found to the end-of-time scenario, everybody would resume their everyday lives, most likely with no awareness of time ever having stopped. However, it's hard to know what the exact psychological impact of that knowledge on lifeboat personnel would be. There's a real concern about the pressure of knowing that they have sole responsibility for the survival of the human race, and that there are billions of people outside the walls of the lifeboat, helpless and unaware, frozen eternally in the last moment, may prove to be crushing for some. On the other hand, knowing that their loved ones are actually not dead and may be saved and are not in any distress or indeed even aware of the situation may prove to be a powerful motivating factor that helps us eventually resolve the situation. Of course, the solution to the problem of a permanent zero state is not currently within our reach, and we expect that finding one will take subjective decades, if it is indeed possible, but we can try, or we can but try. It's worth noting that since the people outside the lifeboat are indeed not dead, merely stopped, it should be possible for a team of personnel wearing chronon harnesses to exit the lifeboat, retrieve a person, and bring them into the lifeboat. However, I advise against adopting this practice. For the occupants, that should forever remain a theoretical scenario. Any situation in which somebody is brought in from the outside would cause undue stress on the occupants, who would at that point have to become acutely aware that their loved ones could be brought in. But since the lifeboat has limited space, this could never be allowed. That kind of psychological pressure would likely lead to friction and questions of favoritism and ultimately increase the risk of mission failure. No mention of the air and water, though. Just saying. Monarch Mission Statement 99 by Paul Serene, December 12, 1999, limited distribution for approved employees only. I have seen the path ahead, and I know it will be hard. I have founded Monarch Solutions to bring together those who will walk it with me, the elite few whose skill, dedication, and passion will live on when everything else ends. To that end, 1. We will work under my guiding vision of the future. My knowledge of what is coming. We can accept that we cannot change our fate, nor can we avoid it. It is a harsh truth, but it is the truth. We will accept it and its full implications, but we will not deviate from our course, nor give in to despair, nor give up the fight. Those of us who share in the knowledge, who learn the triumphs and tragedies of high school football, no, of the days and years to come, we'll look past them and find ways to turn them to our advantage. The gray, uncertain area beyond what is known will be where we build our empire, and we build it on the hope that we can persevere, that the end isn't our end, that we can still succeed. 2. We will expand Monarch's influence and power in all possible spheres: financial, political, cultural, medical, technological, militarial, to the best of our ability. This is a goal unto itself. We will need to be in a position of exceptional resources and ability to act when the time comes. We will build, we will seek success and profit, not for the sake of wealth and fame, but for the sake of preparedness. 3. We will develop science and technology to counter a very specific set of circumstances. This will require extensive research and experimentation, as well as a tremendous financial cost. We will not be daunted by these challenges. We will complete our work. 4. We will not compromise. We recognize that sacrifice is required, and we are willing to pay the cost to meet our goals. There is no alternative to this. Doubt, qualms, and sentiment are luxuries we cannot afford. Whatever we have to do is a lesser evil than the extinction of the entire human race, and to pretend otherwise is weakness. Nothing in the history of our planet has been as important as this. Nothing we have accomplished as a species matters if we fail on our mission. 5. We will not fail. There will be many challenges in the years ahead. I know it's coming. It can't be averted. There's no escaping it. But we can survive it, and we can overcome it, and we will. I am dedicating myself, this company, and every shred of willpower at my disposal to that mission. I pick the same for those who join me on it. Love and kisses. Paul Serene. One more thing to look at. Can I talk to her? Yeah? No. Let's watch the video.
Okay.
Go this way.
The date is... It's February 28th,
Jesus, Will.
1999. William Joyce.
1999.
After months
First experiment.
of arduous work, my machine is finally ready for human testing. Ready is defined by me, since ready is obviously a relative term when you're dealing with the deformation of the chronon field and recreating of black holes' mass density by tangent. Okay, in
Go
short
on.
summary, I built a time machine, and it works. I'm gonna prove it, or die. Okay, just need to make some final preparations. When I enter the machine, I will travel clockwise around the corridor. Okay. Core is active. Chronon levels are stable. Travel clockwise around the corridor, exiting back into the same location in the near future. Oh. This clock is set to my watch. Now, when I exit the machine, there should be a significant difference in time between my watch and the clock in this room. Corridor is locked in place. Okay, setting the date to 5 minutes to the future for the first test. Now, admittedly, traveling to the past would be much more impressive, but I can't travel backwards in time, only as far as the first activation of the machine's core, which is now. Okay, machine's ready. Monitor is stable. What I'm about to do is gonna change the very fabric. I don't remember.
Gunshots? So that's when Paul appears. He appears right then, because Paul must have gone as early as possible, which would have been right at that time. I can talk to her right now. Let's talk to her.
Was that Paul?
That's how he arrived in the past.
How's that possible? It wasn't even the same time machine he entered at the university.
That's one question I still don't have an answer for.
I mean, we have an answer for that, though, because of the lore that I've been extensively reading. As much as I can. So basically, because it's using the same core, it kind of treats it as being the same machine, even if you move it someplace else and build like a whole new machine around it. As long as it's the same core, it's like the same machine for all intents and purposes. And so something over here.
No use going there before talking.
Okay. There's things there though. Look, there's like 2 different things there. There's a giraffe and a picture. I'm not seeing anything else. There's something over there too. You know what? Let's go over here real quick. There could be something over here. Nah. Alright. Let's go around and talk to Dr. Amaral. Dr. Adderall.
Jack. Hi. It's Will. I guess you're in Thailand by now. I'm not sure if you even still use his number. I don't like how he left things. I've been under a lot of pressure. There's some things I should tell you. I'd like to make it right. Just call me, okay? Please.
What do you mean reach the other side of the machine? I'm on the other side of the machine. Beth, what are you doing? She literally... Beth, you're a little bit late on that one. Listen, I know I'm a time traveler and I got time powers, but I'm not going that far in the future. Nice. Can I go up here? Can I will. One out of 3. I wonder where the other 2 are. I mean, I've been looking around. I ain't seeing shit. So let's just go talk to Dr. Amaral.
How's it look?
The problem is quite simple, really.
Yeah?
The power relay is down.
Alright.
You'll need to find a way to reset it up.
Reset it up.
Where the light is. I'll lower the ladder for you.
Okay.
What happened to the power relay?
A power surge occurred at 7 a.m. this morning, when the machine was activated.
Sorry, that was us.
7 a.m. That's
Oh.
hours before we even got here.
Is it?
Well, the numbers don't lie.
Okay, I guess I'm doing some climbing.
Sure. Saves me from volunteering.
I could talk to her again. Let's do that.
So what was the deal with the power thing?
The power relay is down. You
Oh,
can climb the ladder I
whatever.
lowered to find out what's wrong with it.
Climb your face. Now that I've talked to her, I just want to see if it's gonna let me go through here or not. Yeah. This actually might be where I need to go anyway.
You've got to be kidding me.
What is it?
This is all my stuff from our family home. Kept everything.
I think I sequence broke a little bit.
Guess you thought you might come back.
My guess is I would have like what, tried to climb up the ladder and something went wrong and now I have to go this way.
Is that?
Yep. Will's personal psychiatrist. Want to give it a try?
I think that giraffe's holding enough baggage.
Talk to her and I will in a minute.
Jack? You okay?
Yeah. My artsy rebel phase.
Complete with a very rebellious how-to guide. I always wanted to try this, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Never had the time.
Mm-hmm. You don't say. You don't say. Hmm. You don't say. I want to try to go up the ladder and see what happens.
Okay. The console here's got 2 red lights, 1 green one.
You'll have to reset the power to the 2 stations with the red lights before activating the relay. Both stations are located above the machine. Just follow the cables to the red lights.
Ah, okay.
Above the machine. It's a perfect place for a reset switch, Will.
All right, so I could go this way. I wanted to go the other way now. Now that I know that this is like the way to go, I kind of want to go the other way. You know, I feel like I may be confusing the game at this point. The game's like, which way do you want to go? I don't understand. Just pick a way. I'm like, I'll go this way. I'll go this way. Again, my suspicion of what's gonna happen is that, well, we already know. Like we kind of already know that she's going to the past, right? Because as she said, it already happened. We've heard about it already. We know that she goes into the past because we've heard that it happened. But I think she is the one who did the art, has been doing the artwork, and the reason I suspect that is because at least one of those works. I didn't check for signatures for the other ones, but for that one in the old ruined base, the fort, was signed Toto, and she was listening to Toto music in the car earlier, so.
What's wrong?
Toto.
Are we just gonna? They're just gonna explain it to us now?
You made this?
I've never even been here before.
That woman in the picture is you, isn't it? So...
Jack. There's something you should know. 1999. I was 8 years old, playing in my backyard, and a woman approached me, told me she was from the future. She gave me very specific details of events that would come to pass.
A bit early.
She gave me this. Filled with dates, events, proof of it all. Jack, that woman.
It was you.
Everything I told myself would happen, did. Every detail, for better or worse, came to pass, and couldn't be changed. Our fate is laid out before us, Jack. Everything that happened to get us here, every sacrifice that was made, they're all a part of this path. And they can't be changed or undone.
Beth.
When we step in that time machine, you will see for yourself.
I also called her going to 1999.
If you're that sure about how all this works,
Saying.
we can try it your way.
Just saying. Like, I was pretty sure that she was gonna go to 1999. Can I... Can't, like, get in here? It is, like, right here, isn't it? How do I move? How do I move that?
It's her. She's the one who's been painting all over the city. Jesus.
Notebook was full of dates.
Ooh, it's a
events
lot.
that would come to pass, instructions.
It's a lot. We're gonna read it though.
Her entire existence was formed out of those pages.
We're gonna read it. Here we go. We're gonna read it. It's gonna happen. Beth. I know that this encounter will be a lot to take in. After all, it's not every day you meet your future self. I tell you that you need to keep this all a secret, but I know you won't listen. You'll learn that lesson the hard way. The next few years won't be easy for you. Nobody you know is ever going to understand what you are going through. Those closest to you will try to change you, convince you that you're losing your mind. You're not. You're special. You have been chosen to do something amazing. Know that your struggles will all be worth it in the end, because you have a purpose. You are going to save the world. You know what else I'm thinking about also is that Courtney Hope is playing yet another person who is getting involved in these supernatural consequences because of something that happened to them as a kid. In this case, we have her from the future giving her this book. In Control, it was the weird slide projector. How do I know? I've been through this all before, and I'm going to prove it. Below you will find a list of events that will come to pass in the future. They cannot be changed or undone. It will take time for you to accept this, but eventually you will learn to use this knowledge for your advantage. You'll be prepared for what's coming. October 3rd, 2000. Derek Stevenson has been bullying you for months. On October 3rd, you will push him down the staircase at school. You'll do everything in your power to resist this, partly to avoid the consequences, partly to prove this book wrong. But the terrible things he will say in that moment will be too much for you to handle. You'll pretend to cry, claiming that you gave him a concussion, and you'll take all the blame. You'll be transferred to another school. You'll hope things will get better. They won't. It's going to be a difficult year. Whenever you feel helpless, just remember this book. You are special. You have a purpose that they don't. Hold on to that. And if it makes you feel better, 16 years from now, Derek will be working at a dollar store. He still lives with his mom. December 3rd, 2000. Mr. Hartsook from next door will pass away. February 3rd, 2001. The kids at school will steal your jacket. Your parents will claim that you're hiding it on purpose so that they will buy you a new one. Look in the bin on the corner of the 3rd and Main. You'll find something that will get you through the winter. You'll be teased for wearing it by Michelle. You'll fight back, but it will only make things worse. Eventually, when you are able to contain your anger, take her aside and say the following to her. I'm sorry about your mom, and then give her a hug. She will push you away. She will look incredibly confused, vulnerable. She will never tease you again. April 24th, 2001. Erica, your best friend, will break her arm. Having read this, you will do everything in your power to prevent this. The actions you take to avoid this from happening will only make it so. This is the first time you will truly witness that your fate is already determined. It cannot be changed. Erica will blame you for the incident. Try not to take this to heart. You will soon discover that she isn't the friend you thought she was. Thanks for that. Stay strong. You will find people who respect you for who you are very soon. August 5th, 2001. You will take the night bus home. There will be only one other passenger on board, a scruffy-looking kid with a black eye. His name is Jack Joyce. Remember his face. He's going to become important down the line. September 11th, 2001. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. This is the one that will change you. An event will occur that will devastate the entire nation. An act of terrorism will cause the World Trade Centers to collapse. Thousands will die. I won't go into further detail because the more you know, the more painful it will become when you are unable to prevent it. And you will try to prevent it. You will fail. You will curse this book for not telling you more. You will curse yourself for not being able to stop it. It will take a long time to get over this. But eventually you will use this pain to fuel your path forward. You've now felt what it is to be completely unprepared for what is coming. It won't happen again. Next time you'll be ready. This is the event that will finally make you believe. Any doubt you had will disappear. You're ready to take on the mission. So what's coming? October 8th, 2016. So we're just going to go ahead and skip 15 years. An experiment gone wrong will cause time to break down. This event will be referred to as a fracture in time. The onset of this event cannot be prevented, but the outcome must be. If the fracture is not stopped, then time itself will come to an end. Life on our planet will end. Saving the world wasn't an overstatement. It is your mission. You must stop the fracture. You can pull this off, but to do so you need to follow some simple instructions. Learn who to trust. Short answer, nobody. The less people know about you, the safer you'll be. From this point forward, your mission takes priority over every other aspect of your life. Do not start a relationship of any kind that you aren't willing to leave behind at a moment's notice. There is one exception to this rule. We'll get to that. Know your enemy. Monarch Solutions. They will try to prevent you from achieving your goal. Learn everything you can about them. You will know the best way to achieve this when the time is right. Monarch is run by a man named Paul Serene. You must never be seen by Paul Serene. Remember this. Remember this poem. Remember this rhyme. You must never be seen by Paul Serene. If he discovers you, then you will risk failing your mission. Learn everything you can about him. Remain hidden, but keep in mind that the best place to hide is often in plain sight. Blend in. Change your appearance frequently. Hair color, clothing style, everything. Be cautious about drawing attention to yourself. Learn to blend in. Examine those around you. The way they move, speak, laugh, copy them. Become your surroundings. Train daily. There are a series of skills you will need to master to truly be prepared. Hand-to-hand combat. Filipino Kali and Jeet Kune Do. Weapons training, knives, pistols, shotguns, rifles, wilderness survival, compartmentalization, lip reading, face reading. The list is one you will build as you go. In time, you'll understand what is necessary and what isn't. Don't rush yourself. Start with gymnastics. Study your target. Jack Joyce. He is the one person who can help you in your mission. He is the exception to Rule 1. You can trust him. Learn what you can about Jack. Study him from afar, but do not approach him directly. You aren't the only one watching him. On October 9th, 2016, you will rescue Jack Joyce. From there, the next steps will reveal themselves. Be patient with him. He's stubborn, reckless, naive, but you can't do this without him, and he has his moments. He's much smarter than it seems at first. Don't mistake grief for stupidity. But he's kind of dumb, though. Just saying. Study your objective. The countermeasure. This is the device that was built to stop the fracture in time. This is your objective. Find the countermeasure and use it to stop the fracture. Achieve this and the world will be saved. The device was built by Jack's brother, Dr. William Joyce. Any attempt to contact William or find the countermeasure before the onset of the fracture will be in vain. Wait. Jack will show you the way. Retrieving the countermeasure will not be a simple task. It will involve great hardship and sacrifice. When the time comes, you'll be ready for this. When you first read this, it won't make much sense to you. Over time, you will believe every word, but you will feel underprepared. You will wish that I had told you everything. I promise you that what is written here is everything you will need in order to get you where you need to be. I know this because I'm already there. Chin up, Toto. You're going to achieve amazing things. Love and kisses. Yourself.